Hi everybody, my name is Martin and welcome to my video. Today I'm gonna be talking about the secret to finding and keeping the partner of your dreams. Alright, so it's quite simple. To find and keep the partner of your dreams, you just have to go on a date when you meet a new person on a rainy day, and whenever you're talking with them or sitting in a restaurant, you always have to be facing south, because the south is the direction of love. And that's it for my video, and see you guys next time. Oh wait, I'm just joking. That's not the truth, you know? It would be nice if it was like that, right? Well, let's be serious now. Let's really talk about what is the secret to finding and keeping the partner of your dreams. So the secret is between the relation of intimacy versus freedom. So what do I mean by that? Well, it all comes from different attachment styles. Attachment styles is the way how we attach to our object of love, and they are created when we are babies. The way how we attach to our caregivers or parents, this is how we will attach to our romantic partners. There's 4 different attachment styles. I'm not gonna talk too much in detail about each individual one in this video. I made another video about attachment styles, so please check it out. I'll put a link below in this video. And so what are the 4 attachment styles? Just briefly. There is secure attachment, there is anxious attachment, there is avoidant attachment, and there is anxious avoidant. If I say it just with few words about each attachment style, secure person feels comfortable in a relationship and also loves to be alone. I mean, solo, just by themselves. They're happy to spend time just on their own too, and they're happy to be really close to someone too, and attached and depending on that someone, and they have no problem with that. Anxious person is always worrying about the partner's availability, if they love them, if they are gonna leave them, and they are constantly anxious about the relationship, constantly thinking about it, and they are not really happy when they are solo or single, because they really crave that feeling of being in love and loving and feeling that bliss of being attached to someone. And avoidant people, they really value their independence or freedom, and they really don't feel very comfortable in a relationship. They feel really comfortable when they're single and they are really enjoying that, but they can get lonely too, so they try to be in a relationship, but usually when the relationship gets to the point where it's time to get really close and intimate and make compromises and start depending on each other, they quit because they feel smothered. So that would be the 3 main attachment styles. That's the majority of people. And then the last one, which is only like 4 or 3% of people, is the anxious avoidant person. Anxious avoidant person is someone who really wants to have a relationship and really values to be attached and be in love and be in a relationship, but also they're really scared of it. And once they get really close with that chosen one, they really get freaked out and they have to withdraw and take a break too. That's a really rare attachment style, but it happens, and that could be really difficult for those individuals. Alright, so why do I say that this is the secret to finding a partner and keeping the partner of your dreams? Well, because by knowing our attachment style, we really can understand what are our needs. And by understanding what are our needs, what I mean by needs, I mean how much of intimacy or freedom we expect to have in our relationship. If we understand this about ourselves, we are able to find a person who can match that, who can give us what we need, who can meet our needs. In other words, if, let's say, someone wants to spend all their free time with their partner and they just love it and they never get tired of it, and they start dating someone who's really not into spending all the time together, they really want to be a lot of the times by themselves or just with friends or doing their own things, that first person is not really going to be happy. He's going to be constantly trying to make that more avoidant person to be closer with them, right? And eventually that's going to turn into a problem, into a relationship. So why is this really important? It is because when you meet a new person or you're dating someone and you think this could be your potential partner, you need to figure out what is their idea of the dream or ideal relationship they have, and you need to figure out what are their needs. In other words, how much intimacy and how much freedom they require. And also you have to share with them how much intimacy and freedom you require. You can ask questions like, how many days a week would you like to spend together? Would you like to sleep in the same bed together every night? What is your idea of the future? Like, do you want to be living together, or you want to kind of have this relationship where people live in a separate places and then just see each other once in a while? It works for some people too. But it's really important to ask these questions and figure this out, because a lot of the times what I see is that people simply meet someone, then the nature does its thing, the biology, the chemistry kicks in. Usually people have sex or they really click, they say that I was a big spark and they feel really attracted to that person. What is really happening, it's just the biology and our attachment styles talking. But unfortunately this spark feeling doesn't really predict if we are going to be happy in that relationship. What predicts if we are going to be happy if that person requires the same amount of intimacy or independence in a relationship as we do. So it's really important to ask these questions, and also another thing you should ask is ask about the history. If that person didn't really have many long-term relationships, or if they ended all the relationships after a few months, they're probably avoidant, and they probably don't really feel very comfortable being close and intimate. If the person was always broken up with because they were too needy and they were just constantly wanted to, be close to that person, and everybody broke up with them because of that reason, they're probably anxious, right? So it's really important to talk about the history and the past relationships, and that will give you an idea of what are their needs, or what they really want, and how they are probably gonna be acting in this current relationship. Because we don't realize it, but in a way, when the spark is gone and the biology and chemistry goes away, in other words, the pink glasses go away, we come fully out as who we are, meaning our needs really come out. So isn't something what can be really hidden. Eventually we will see what the needs are, and when that happens and needs are not the same for each partner, the fights or arguments come in place. And that's the really important part. What I'm trying to get to, guys, is that these fights are not really about the specific thing you guys think you're fighting about. So the conversation could go something like this: I just feel like we never really spend time together anymore and never do any fun things anymore. What are you talking about? We spend all the time together. Last week we went to the soccer game together, and yesterday we walked the dog. What are you talking about? So what are they feeling is they feel disconnected in that present moment. And what is their need? They need to feel connected. They need to feel attached and close again. And if you can recognize that this is not really about how many days you spent together last week, or that you went to this soccer game 2 weeks ago, or that you watched TV together yesterday, it's really about that present moment, that second that person is feeling disconnected and is calling for connection again, and is calling for intimacy and feeling attached. So if you can recognize that, rather than get into the argument about defending your position with facts about how much you spend time together, but if you can instead just hug that person and say, okay, so what do you say we spend some time together tonight? How would you like that? So if you can say something like that rather, I guarantee you, you will eliminate most of your fights. And the same goes for the avoidant person or the person who's asking for more space. When they say that they really want to go for that trip by themselves, or they really want to go see their friends, or they really want to just go read a book in a park, if you can recognize that someone is asking for space or intimacy rather than defend yourself in a specific argument and with specific facts, you'll probably eliminate most of your fights. I mean, I guarantee you'll eliminate most of the fights. It's not easy, but once you practice this more and more, you'll get the hang of it, and it will become really automatic and easy. Also, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, it's really crucial to get involved with someone who actually can meet our needs. That's why it's really important to have the conversation about the history of the relationships, about the need of the potential partner, and see if they match. So this is the secret to finding and keeping the partner of your dreams. It is really crucial for you guys to understand this, and I hope you find some value in this video. If you did, please like the video, subscribe below, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day.